Maybe in that time I remember three players from the academy from Barcelona, La Masia, we were nominated all three, to win the Ballon d'Or. And Xavi and Iniesta could not win because he was a monster there. And Messi, nobody could beat him. They just Cristiano, Cristiano was a monster, and the father of the monster is Messi. And both, have done something incredible in the last 20 years, I would say 20 years.
Lionel Messi may return to Europe with Manchester City, while Cristiano Ronaldo stays at Al Nassr as the January transfer window heats up with big moves expected.
He's not out of the game, he's involved, moving his head, right, left, right. He's not running, but he's always watching what happens. But his head is always like this. He's always moving. After 5-10 minutes, you have the map in his eyes and his brain to know exactly where is the space and what is the panorama.
As the January transfer window comes near, rumors swirl around the possibility of Lionel Messi making an unexpected return to European football, with Pep Guardiola reportedly interested in loaning the Argentine star to Manchester City. The timing of this speculation couldn't be more interesting, given the struggles currently plaguing City's season. After a remarkable period of dominance under Guardiola, the team has found itself in a slump, failing to win more than 2 of their last 14 competitive matches. With defensive frailties and a lack of attacking spark, City's performances have been underwhelming, leaving many to question how long this uncharacteristic run will continue.
Manchester City are doing so terribly that Pep Guardiola really looked like this after their Champions League match against Feyenoord. I mean, he has every right to be annoyed. This is now their 6th match in a row where they failed to get a win. In their other 5 matches prior, they lost every single one. Now, people love to make fun of Manchester United's poor form a lot, but the last time they lost 5 matches in a row was in 1930. At least their 6th match against Feyenoord was a draw, but they blew a 3-0 lead. It was a horrific defensive display, especially giving up that last goal.
In this context, bringing Messi back to Europe seems to be a potential game changer. Guardiola, who enjoyed immense success with Messi at Barcelona, is reportedly eager to reunite with his former prodigy. The two were instrumental in Barcelona's golden era, securing numerous trophies, including 2 Champions League titles. Messi's arrival would undoubtedly generate a massive media buzz and could provide a much-needed injection of creativity and skill into Manchester City's struggling lineup. Guardiola has often spoken highly of Messi, acknowledging that the Argentine is the best player he has ever worked with, capable of making things happen on the field in ways no other player can.
Speaking about Lionel Messi, of course, that was a crowning moment for him, lifting the World Cup. Does it elevate him yet again in terms of the greatest of all time when we think of Maradona and Pelé, who have lifted that trophy?
Everyone has his opinion, but nobody can doubt that he's there with the greatest all the time. For me, I said many times, is the best.
Given Messi's current situation at Inter Miami, the possibility of him moving back to Europe on a 6-month loan is being discussed. This arrangement would allow Messi to avoid missing key moments with his American club while still contributing to Manchester City's push for improvement. The loan model is reminiscent of the one that saw David Beckham temporarily leave LA Galaxy to join AC Milan in 2009, and it could provide similar glamour and media attention. For Messi, the allure of returning to play under Guardiola and in one of the most competitive leagues in the world might be enough to prompt him to reconsider his life in the MLS.
Man City have offered 35 million for Lionel Messi. It was, I think, it was deadline day almost. So Gary Cook had said to Mark, right, the owners, they want to make a statement. And at one time we had 30 million plus circa 30 million for Berbatov, Rubinho, Frank Ribery, because they were just chucking out to these clubs in Europe, 30 million, and which one would bite? And as it turned out, it was Rubinho. Now, here's a funny story again. So while all this was going on, Gary Cook's in London, he's got different people on the board, all chasing around, ringing this, ringing that. All of a sudden, they get this thing through from the president of Barcelona. Well, apparently, Man City have offered 35 million for Lionel Messi. We get to the bottom of it. What actually happened was, somebody had turned around, probably Gary Cook, and said, Jesus Christ, this is getting messy. So somebody has literally sent an offer to Barcelona for Lionel Messi. We are interested in Lionel Messi. The president's come back and gone, who the You think you are? Well, you think you can buy Lionel Messi off us? No chance. Please back away.
Despite these enticing possibilities, there are obstacles to Messi's return to Europe. While he has spoken positively about his time in the United States and expressed his satisfaction with life in Miami, the lure of reuniting with Guardiola could be powerful enough to change his mind. However, there are practical concerns as well. Messi, at 37 years old, is no longer in his physical prime, and the intensity of the Premier League could present risks to his health. Injuries could derail what remains of his illustrious career, and the physical demands of the league might be too much for him to handle at this stage in his life. Additionally, Messi's close relationship with Javier Mascherano, now the coach at Inter Miami, could influence his decision to stay in the United States and avoid a return to Europe.
Honestly, to walk in that stadium and to see him, I still get emotional about it now when I watch him each game. The fact that he is playing at our team, he's playing at my team. I can't believe we've got a player of that magnitude playing for our team. It was our gift as an ownership group and as a person that owns the club. But I also wanted to do something for America because they'd given me so much over the years and they've given me so much love that to bring Leo to inspire the next generation of players in America, that's what we wanted to do.
Meanwhile, Cristiano Ronaldo continues to defy expectations as he enters the later stages of his career. At 39, the Portuguese forward has maintained his impressive form, contributing to 19 goals in as many appearances for Al Nassr this season. Despite being in his 30s, Ronaldo has shown no signs of slowing down and has remained in peak physical condition, with no intentions of retiring at this point. However, his contract with Al Nassr is set to expire this year, and the club has yet to offer him an extension. Ronaldo made the move to the Saudi Pro League in January 2023, signing a lucrative deal reportedly worth $177 million per year after parting ways with Manchester United. While some European clubs have shown interest in the player, none have made significant moves. Paris Saint-Germain was initially interested in bringing Ronaldo to League One, but decided against pursuing the deal due to his hefty salary demands. Chelsea, Bayern Munich, and Atletico Madrid were also reportedly approached, but all of these clubs ultimately declined the opportunity to sign the veteran forward. Despite these setbacks, Ronaldo is said to have a strong desire to return to Europe, leaving the future of the former Real Madrid star uncertain as he continues to weigh his options.
Why would it be any better at Chelsea?
Because Chelsea need a centre forward. I mean, you got two of the best wing backs in the world of football, maybe even three now with Cucurella coming in. They play so far up the pitch. It's not like playing for Man United where you're playing from the halfway line. You go and play at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea kick off and everybody stands right on the edge of their box. The amount of times Chelsea and the wing backs get the ball down the sides and you whip that ball in for Ronaldo, he ain't got to run anywhere. He ain't got to run from the halfway line and beat three players. Put the ball in the box. You're talking about one of the best finishers in the world. You don't get 700, 800 goals if you can't finish. And he doesn't have to do a lot of running. I just think it ticks the box for me.
But Ronaldo has expressed his satisfaction with life in Saudi Arabia and his desire to continue contributing to Al Nassr's success, even though the team faces stiff competition from rivals like Al Hilal and Al Ittihad. His contract, reportedly worth a record sum, runs until the end of the season, and while speculation about a potential move to clubs in Europe persists, Ronaldo's focus remains on winning trophies with his current team. One of the clubs that has been linked with Ronaldo's services is Fenerbahce, with manager Jose Mourinho quickly dismissing the rumors. The two men worked together at Real Madrid, and Mourinho, known for his blunt comments, laughed off the idea of bringing Ronaldo to Turkey. His response was unequivocal. No such discussions had taken place, and the possibility of reuniting with Ronaldo at Fenerbahce was nothing more than a baseless rumor. Mourinho even joked that the only reason Ronaldo might visit Istanbul was for a meal or to catch up with an old friend.
They are happy to write because it's totally Ronaldo to Fenerbahce only if he comes for lunch. If Saudi Arabia to Portugal, Istanbul is almost midway. Maybe one day he comes in his private flight, he stops in Istanbul and he says, I want to see my old friend Jose, and he comes to Hotel Four Seasons Bosphorus where I live to have a nice meal with me.
While Messi and Ronaldo's futures are undoubtedly intriguing storylines in this transfer window, other high-profile players are also in the spotlight as clubs look to strengthen their squads during the January transfer period. The opening of the window has already sparked interest from various Premier League clubs, with managers eager to reinforce their teams in the face of a packed fixture schedule and ongoing injury concerns. One of the most talked about players in this window is Trent Alexander-Arnold, who has been the subject of interest from Real Madrid. Reports indicate that the Spanish Giants made an approach for the Liverpool defender, although no official offer was made.
But Liverpool, we know, rejected an initial approach from Real Madrid for Trent Alexander-Arnold on New Year's Eve. The Spanish club now weighing up an official approach and a reported £20 million offer.
Alexander-Arnold is in the final 18 months of his contract, and while Liverpool has rebuffed the initial inquiry, there is uncertainty surrounding his future. With Liverpool performing well in the Premier League and Champions League, it seems unlikely that they will part ways with the 26-year-old right-back, but Real Madrid's interest could test their resolve. The possibility of a move in the coming months remains very much up in the air, especially with the player's contract situation adding an element of uncertainty.
Let's talk about him going to Real Madrid. The way he's defending, he's going to Tranmere Rovers after this. And chances for United, so easy, just a couple of balls over the top. We talk about how brilliant Trent is going forward, but Trent's defending today, my goodness, it's like schoolboy stuff. To talk about him going to Real Madrid, the way he's defending, he's going to Tranmere Rovers after this. He's got to do better.
Daniel?
He doesn't have to move house then, does he?
No words.
Also, Marcus Rashford's struggles at Manchester United have fueled speculation about a potential move, with PSG, Barcelona, and Saudi clubs interested, though his wages may complicate a transfer. Another option for Manchester United in their attempt to add more goals to their forward line is Swedish international Victor Gyökeres. The 26-year-old has already had a stint in the Premier League with Brighton and Hove Albion, but excelled under Amorim before following his move to Sporting Lisbon in 2023. The striker never made the first team for Brighton in a 3-year spell on England's south coast, but did enjoy strong loan spells with former Premier League clubs Swansea City and Coventry City. The latter made Gyökeres' move permanent, which is where he caught Sporting's eye. Now, most of the top Premier League clubs have all been linked with a move back from Sporting, with a number of clubs ready to secure what could be regarded as one of the better, or for want of a better word, cheaper returns for their investment.
Went on loan to Swansea. Go back to Coventry, does well, then goes to Sporting Lisbon. It's like he's had a journey where he's had to build himself and create what he is now. And you think to yourself, like, how has he been allowed to get out? But all of a sudden we're seeing what he's got now. He's grown into what he is, confidence, the stature he has, the physicality. He might have had to wait for that to come. Today, a few times on the halfway line, running in on goal, blowing players away, holding people off. It's going to be interesting. Managers, when they leave clubs, there's always one or two players that think, I've got to take that. That guy knows how I play. That guy everyone can feed off of him maybe. Who is that guy going to be if he's going to take someone from Sporting Lisbon? Now, after the way this guy's been playing in the last few weeks, 11 in 5 games, goals he's scored, is he going to be the #1 target for the new manager at Man United?
Martin Zubimendi is attracting attention from Liverpool, Arsenal, and Man City, who could trigger his release clause despite his current contentment at Real Sociedad. Chelsea's Ben Chilwell has fallen out of favor under Enzo Maresca, sparking interest from Juventus, Brentford, Man United, and Fenerbahce, with a loan move a possibility. Meanwhile, Wolves' Matheus Cunha is impressing, drawing interest from Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, and Man United, though his contract runs until 2027. Other potential moves include Chelsea's Carney Chukwuemeka being listed for sale, Cesare Casadei likely heading out on loan, Barcelona's Dani Olmo facing uncertainty.
I know I was in contact also before Christmas with the president, and also now I spoke today with the president. I have the confidence to the club, to all these who are involved in this, and they do their job. And I do my job, and my job is to prepare the team well for the next match.
As the January window progresses, many more players could find themselves on the move, and with clubs looking to strengthen their squads for the second half of the season, this transfer period promises to be as unpredictable and thrilling as ever. Whether it's Messi making a dramatic return to the Premier League or other stars seeking new challenges, the football world is bracing for an exciting few weeks ahead. So what are your thoughts about this? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.